What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button. It does not cost a thing to support. In today's video, we're gonna be reacting to MrBeast rescuing lives of the people who live in garbage dumps. Y'all know how MrBeast videos go. We already know he be giving back and showing love to the people in need. So let's watch this video and let's see MrBeast change people's lives.
For 2 million people in India, this is their home.
Hiya, let's go.
This is one of many dump sites throughout the country, where people have to scour through literal mountains of trash, which often contain sharp objects, toxic waste.
Yeah, and sometimes when we having a bad day or whatever, or whenever we going through something or something not going our way, we tend to get mad and we tend to feel like we hate our lives. But I think watching videos like this make us keep in mind that, bro, our lives can be way worse. Like sometimes we live like people. Hold up, our worst day is like somebody's best day living. So stuff like this is just like a humbling moment, and it's like it makes me appreciate the stuff that I have and the things that I go through. I always look at it like it's not a big deal.
There's many diseases that are often fatal, only to make $3 a day, and because it is the country with the highest global population, India generates 1.3 billion pounds of trash every year. And the increasing wealth disparity between the rich and poor means that millions of people rely on sorting and selling this waste in order to simply survive, forcing them to stay trapped in this cycle. This is simply devastating.
I knew when we picked this project that this was going to be difficult, but I had no idea how heartbreaking it was going to be here and witnessing this firsthand.
This is just unlike anything I've ever seen.
That
Being a new
shit's
father
crazy.
and having to see children working in an environment like this just absolutely destroys me. And I don't really know how to describe it.
It's not okay. As human beings, we can do better than to allow stuff like this to happen.
But the dump sites aren't the only problem. A large amount of the population live in these urban slums.
Y'all, when I watched my favorite movie called Slumdog Millionaire, when I watched that movie, it made me realize how India was. Like, that shit, the way, that movie, it just give you a whole look of how India is. And it's like, it's all wrapped up in a love story, but it give you the real, it give you the real India. And this shit is
The
sad.
poverty and the living conditions here are extremely harsh. People have
Bad.
been forced to build their houses right next to a railway track.
That's crazy.
We just met a woman, Baharjan, that lost her legs because she got hit by a train on a misty winter morning.
What the fuck?
If I'm being honest, this is one of the most heart-wrenching videos we've ever had to make. And although this problem seems almost impossible to overcome, there is an organization making a difference. Meet Shafka.
In a country like India, the way poor people are treated, they face a social taboo because they're dealing with dirt and garbage. So people consider them as a dirt and garbage.
Shafkat is the managing director of Tiljala Shed, an organization started 36 years ago by his father Alamgir, who worked in these slums as a waste picker for many years.
Wow.
But he was one of the first and very few people who could read and write in the community. He became a school teacher and quickly realized how many opportunities opened up for him with literacy. And so in 1987, he made it his mission to put every vulnerable child in a classroom.
That's good. Shout out to him.
Any human being, they have their birthrights to get right to.
Then I like stuff like this because a lot of people be feeling like, oh, I'm rich, you poor, I'm going to treat you a certain way just because you don't have money, or I'm going to look at you and judge you and treat you different just because you don't have money. At the end of the day, we are all humans. When we all die, we going to the same place. Like, we all getting buried in the ground or cremated or whatever. It's like, why treat people so bad when we already live in a fucked up ass world as it is?
Right to food, right to education. Poverty has no time. They are struggling each and every day.
Because they did not have education, young students going to crime. We have to bring those opportunities at the doorstep for these children.
One of these children is Akbar, a boy born into a society of waste. Growing up, he had no choice but to scavenge trash alongside his family just to earn enough money to live. That meant a life with no education, no security, and most sad of all, no prospects for a brighter future.
6 months ago, roughly, his father passed away, and that created a lot of pressure on the family. Now his mother is on her own, and it is very, very difficult for the entire family now with all those children.
Akbar didn't choose this life of child labor, of poverty, of pressure no child should ever have to endure.
No TV, no phones, no games, no nothing. Like, they literally just living. Like, I don't even know how to even... I don't even know what to say or how to express myself.
But never had an opportunity to go inside and sit in the classrooms. He was 12 years old, but he never went to school. He never knew anything to write or read properly. What do you want to become? Engineer. He says, I have seen a lot of things on the roads. People car breaking down, people asking for help. Nobody comes for help. So I want to help these people.
Yet, despite his circumstances, he never gave up on his dream of getting an education. So Shafqat took Akbar off the streets and enrolled him into school. And in only 2 years, he's already caught up to the 8th grade. Exactly where he should be.
It's my hopes and dreams for him that he can now get an education, he can go to university, and he can become an engineer like he's always dreamed of. To make sure that you have every opportunity, we're going to give your family some money so that you can buy food and you don't have to worry.
Yeah,
if you promise me that you're going to study hard, I'm going to pay for you to go to school, and I'm going to pay for you to go and get your engineering degree, okay?
Promise?
Deal?
Deal? Yes.
But Akbar is only one of the tens of thousands of children that Team Jala Shed has taken out of the waste dumps and given an education, safe home, and financial aid. And Darren was about to meet all the kids at the school for the first time.
See, not to put nobody down or nothing, but the people like MrBeast who got money and helping people out, but I salute to him every day, because it's people out here, they make, and it's not about saying what people got to do with their money or whatever, but it's people out here making millions and millions and millions of dollars. And even though they might help out, but they just don't put the light on it. But it's some people out there that deadass don't help at all. Don't do nothing for this world. And everybody always wants something good in return. Everybody always wants something good to happen to them. It's like, what good are you putting back out to the world for you to receive good back?
I can't wait for you to experience that joy when the kids come running through that door, because I can't put that into words.
This is what Ivy...
Alright, I got an ad coming up.
Shed has put 20,000 children on a path to a better life.
20,000.
That's one organization making a huge difference. And it's not just those 20,000 lives. It's the families of all of those 20,000 people who will be born into a society that's more open and gives them much more opportunity.
Exactly.
When you open a school door, you close the jail door. Education is the only way ahead, is the only way forward, which can only transform the society.
In addition to the education that Tijala Shed is providing, they offer multiple extracurricular activities so that the kids can discover their passion.
That's
They
it.
have artistic talent.
Oh, they doing it big. They doing a good
others
job,
will try
bro.
to explore their talent.
We have included sports.
They got karate,
classes, we have
dancing,
included computer learning, guitar classes,
guitar.
and a
What?
lot more.
The older kids then showed Darren some of their science experiments.
Oh, wow. Look at that, it's 3D. And how did you do that? Can you tell me how you made this?
मतलब ये सब रिसाइकल होने वाला सामान है, वुडबोर्ड है, सब उसी से बनाया गया है।
That nice water dispenser.
I think it's really important
Oh, wow.
to recognize how innovative and resourceful these kids are. They have so little to work with, and yet they are putting the materials that are at their disposal over here to build these experiments and educate themselves and learn. There is so much potential that is untapped in these kids that don't even get a chance at an education.
Despite the tremendous impact Tiljala Shed is making in their community, the problem is too large to solve alone.
There is so much need.
Yeah, that's a
in the
big ass
community,
country, man.
and so much struggle. We need to expand our operations. So there is always very difficulty for organizations like us to mobilize resources.
And to ensure that we can make a long-lasting stamp on this problem in India, we have decided to fund the entire program at Tiljala Shed for an entire year to help them expand to more areas
Shout out
in
Mr.
Kolkata
Beast,
and eventually
man.
throughout India.
Because of each and every one of you, your viewership has helped get the support for this philanthropy, and we as a recipient can tell you we have received the support and the commitment from this philanthropy. Thanks so much for your blessings.
But we have one more surprise. Shafkat told us that a lot of the kids were interested in computer learning, but the local library doesn't have enough computers to facilitate all the children.
He gave him
So we decided to help.
We also wanted to do a little more, so we bought you some computers.
That's lit. Mr. Beast be on it.
There are hard days, there are
Mr.
challenges.
Beast really
but
like that.
This is the job of the social activists, to find the strategies, to find the ways to overcome them.
They be giving out these Grammys and these Oscars to the wrong people. Mr. Beast deserve all that.
Difficult
Not an Oscar, because he don't be acting, but he deserve every Grammy. I don't even know.
and challenges.
Mr. Beast deserve a trophy for something, bro.
But we're not done just yet. Earlier at the dump, Shafka introduced Darren to Moesh and Adir, two brothers who have been working as trash pickers since they were 13 years old.
They start very early in the morning, so it's like a 12, 13 hours work, and they have very big families.
Mohesh told Darren how he has to sift through garbage for hours every day, and he does this with the dream that eventually he will
hell.
finally have enough to send his children to school.
No gloves,
$5,
no
$6.
nothing.
It's very difficult for a rack picker family to run on just a small amount.
Mohesh then invited Darren to his home to meet his family and learn more about the struggles he faces at home.
It's unbearably hot in here, and it's not even the hottest part of the summer. It's actually the end of the winter, and it's already stifling hot in here.
The heat makes it extremely challenging for Mohesh to prevent the food from spoiling,
Oh, yeah?
sometimes leaving him and Adir with no other choice but to work without eating, making it nearly impossible to keep up with this demanding work.
You know, to see how hard you work so that you can take care of your family, we want to help you a little bit. We're going to buy your
That's
fridge
good.
that works.
That's good.
What I want to do as well, when your child is a little older, we want to put them in a proper school. We'll pay for it, okay?
That's hilarious. Man, that should have made my home.
When Beast Philanthropy
Man,
first started
happy.
taking donations, we had not done a single international project, nor had we ever announced that we'd be doing any. But in the first week, the country that made the most donations to Beast Philanthropy was from India. This demonstrates the extraordinary kindness and generosity of the Indian people. And ever since then, it's been a high priority for me to come here with Beast Philanthropy and reciprocate the extraordinary generosity that they have shown to us.
I want to give a massive shout out to the Smith Brother Family Foundation. When Darren found out that many of the kids in the program don't eat every day, he reached out to some old friends of his and they made a very generous contribution that will help us feed over 80 families for 2 years. Thank you guys for being awesome.
Shout out to Mr. Beast. That was the end. Alright, y'all, if y'all watched this video this far, thank you. I appreciate it. Do me a favor. It does not cost a thing to hit that subscribe and that like button. With this video, I appreciate everything Mr. Beast and his team is doing. Thanks, y'all, for watching. I'll see you on the next video. I'm out.